Brandon, are those a couple tough calls for you to make as a manager there with a couple relievers being put in some difficult spots there for different reasons and different results, obviously?
Like who? Armstrong?
Yeah, and then a Rule 5 kid.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there was some, I thought there was a good spot it's not the ideal spot for Army, but, we went as far as we wanted to go with Lopi there. And, Plutko was down today. There's just didn't want to use certain guys, and Army obviously was fresh, and thought the AB to Hicks, a couple pitches that were close, but lost Hicks, and then just Stanton got him with a grand slam. So, and then with Scaroller, I was just trying to get an inning for Fry because he hadn't pitched yet, and didn't want to go too far because I like to have him for tomorrow, and brought him in a really tough spot, and hats off to him making his debut, punching out Judge, get out of that inning, and then throwing 2 great innings after that. So that's something he'll never forget. But it wasn't planned for me to use Scaroller in that way, but showed a lot tonight by being able to get through that.
Melanie?
It's the bright side of Scaroller there. Do you have a level of concern for Paul Fry after he already had a pretty tough spring training?
No, I mean, Paul had a nice year last year, and in spring training, he threw a ton of strikes, and maybe the results weren't there from the box score standpoint, but we were happy with his fastball velo. His slider was really good in spring training. He got beat a couple times, but it was because of some balls that were hit hard on him, and not from walks and not from deep counts, which is something that we really want him to just attack the strike zone because his stuff is really good. Tonight, his command wasn't there. He walked Bruce on 4 pitches, gave up a couple ground ball singles. Pitch count was up. So it just wasn't his night.
Nathan?
Brandon, with Austin Hayes, do you have any estimate of how long he's going to be out? And just given his history, how tough is that?
Yeah, it's disappointing early in the year to lose Austin. Pretty optimistic that it's not going to be very long. I think that it's a mild strain. I think that he's going to, it's a hamstring. So like all hamstrings, you just kind of never know. But, I think we're fairly confident that it won't be very long.
Joe?
Brandon, not only in that first inning, but in the 2 innings he pitched afterwards, did Scaroller show you the kinds of things that he showed you in spring training, or did you learn something about him tonight?
We had a really good split tonight. I just did a really nice job. I mean, making your debut, Yankee Stadium, come in with the bases loaded, face Aaron Judge, and then go through, get 2 scoreless innings after. That was huge. Also, punching out Tauchman there because I'm gonna have to use somebody else probably if he can't get. I gotta get somebody up, which I don't want to at this point. So for him to get Tauchman at the end, I was very happy to see that. But yeah, I thought he had good stuff, and he did a great job in his debut.
Dan?
McKenna also made his debut. Brandon, what did you see from him, and what do you want to see from Ryan McKenna?
Well, I just thought we collectively had a tough night offensively off Montgomery. He pitched really well, keeping us off. He had a really good changeup tonight. The cutter in, so it's kind of a cutter in changeup combo. A lot of changeups early that we were way out in front of and swinging over the top of, and then he was keeping us off balance by being able to locate the ball in on our right-handed hitters. So yeah, McKenna, I thought he had a nice walk. But yeah, we just had a tough time barreling the ball against Montgomery.
Final question, Mark Bibiano.
Hey, Brandon. In your role as manager of the Orioles, you've had several opportunities now to put guys in their first major league games. Tonight's outcome notwithstanding, what that's like for you, what that means to you when you see guys getting that opportunity under your guidance.
Yeah, it's you see how when the guys making their debuts or going to a stadium for the first time, both those guys, Fenway this last series, and where Wells makes his debut, and and Scarola tonight in Yankee Stadium. It's not only, it's a really special feeling. I'm sure their hearts are beating super fast, and neither of these guys have pitched above AA. So to go into Fenway in the Yankee Stadium, spring training is one thing, but the season in Major League Baseball is a completely different animal. And I've been impressed with both those guys, the way they've come in and thrown strikes.